Jeanette, it's great to have you with us today. Tell me a little bit about your background.
I have an electrical engineering degree from Virginia Tech and an MBA from Loyola in Maryland, and been at BG nearly 25 years, and I've worked in many areas, including system planning, where you design distribution feeders, all the way to resource management, as well as our gas distribution area, and then ultimately today, customer operations.
Tell me a little bit about Baltimore Gas Electric's new customer system.
Well, we implemented the customer care and billing system. Go live was January 3rd, 2012, and oh, what a day it was. The new system really is an enabler for us in our technological strategy to really try to make the customer experience better, to make it more transparent, for them to easily contact the utility, and ultimately lead to enhanced service and improved customer satisfaction. So when we implemented CCNB, it was a multi-year project where we had buy-in at all levels of our company. Everywhere from the project team all the way up to the president of the company was involved as we went through this journey. Again, it was kind of a big bang release, so we literally flipped the switch. We turned one system off and turned the new customer care and billing system on, and it was foundational to our smart meter implementation. And so being a year and a half in, we did have some stabilization that occurred with the system. That was a bit bumpy, but overall I think we're in a much better place having replaced our 20-plus-year-old CIS Customer One system.
What are some of the other keys to success?
Some of the other keys to our success was really extensive testing of the system. So we did quite a few mock conversions. So we would actually take portions of our Customer One data and go through the process of converting it into the new system and really trying to focus on fine-tuning it and making sure it was accurate data once it was converted into the new system. Additionally, we also did some mock dry runs of the actual implementation schedule. We had a Gantt chart that showed exactly what would happen at every minute during that transition. We also worked with employees to train them and prepare them for the new system that was coming. Now, keep in mind, they were developing the system as we trained them, so it was kind of a work in progress, if you will, but we really tried to engage as many employees as we could. Additionally, we also had employees on the project team. So I allowed many of the employees in customer operations or supported them in going to the project to help develop the new system. And I can tell you, CCNB was able to build customers from day one. And that in and of itself, from what many people have told me, is just an astronomically great feat.
How did you help employees through the change involved in a new customer system?
So what we did was, on the call center in particular, we tried to have incentives, and we had prizes, and we had opportunities for some of the reps maybe to either get a prize or something to kind of keep them in the game if they did something really well with the system, was able to either use the system, had a great customer service experience, so we tried to have incentives for that. Additionally, we tried where possible to pull the reps together to talk about what's happening with the system, maybe provide just-in-time training for some of the reps as well. I think it really helped when we brought IT into the centers and they really started looking at the systems and talking to the representatives and really hearing firsthand what was the system doing and maybe experiencing it. And then they were able to make those tweaks that the reps could notice immediately.
How did you celebrate success, and how do you get through the tough times?
You know what? There were many people, colleagues of mine, people that I had grown up in the business with who may have been retired. I remember one in particular. He told me, don't do it. Do not do a customer system. It is a career-ending event for many people. And but I realized that if we were really going to support customers with our smart meter implementation, with all the changes that we needed to make as a company, we had to do it. So I'll tell you, you have to have the support not only in customer operations. You have to work well with your IT team. You need legal support and you need communication support. And if you can bring all those resources to bear, I think it'll work out well. I've been told, and the reason I say it, I've been told, is that I've only implemented one system, that's CCNB, but I've been told that this was one of the best implementations ever. Just the fact that we could get bills out on day one. you know, I've heard about implementations where companies couldn't even get bills out, all their bills out that they needed to get out. And we were producing them day one. So I'm glad we did it. But as I sit here today, and if I reflect on a year ago, what things were like, I say, wow. That's what I say. I say, wow. I just can't believe it, that we actually did it. And we got the system in, and it's working to serve our customers. We still got to improve some things, but it's just truly amazing.
Can you tell us a little bit about BG&E's customer strategy?
Back when we were working on the CCMB project and implementation, we developed a customer strategy from meter to cash. And so in that strategy, there's some themes for us. One is we want to be transparent with our customers where possible. You know, provide them with the information that they need to live their lives. And so one example of that would be if there's an outage. You know, how can we improve either outage response or outage maps so that they not only know that there's an outage because they kind of know because their lights went off, but also they know why, and they know when it's going to be restored, and they have high confidence that we'll deliver. Additionally, we want it to be easy to work with. And so what we've done is look internally at our processes and systems, because many of them were developed either due to our Customer One system or due to our internal processes. And so what we're trying to do in our customer strategy is says, let's look at things from the customer's perspective, from the perspective of someone who really believes that all you do is flip a switch on and the power comes on. You know, there's no substations, there's no transmission, there's not, you know, you just flip the switch and it comes on. So we try to look at it that way, so ease of use. And then lastly, we try to say, okay, how do you want to be treated? When you need to speak with someone, when you need to interact with that utility, how do you want it to be? So if you need to call, you know, that experience should be as good as or even better than if you need to use the web, or if you need to contact us. We mobile enabled our website, so now you can contact us via there. So that ease of use and responsiveness of the company, you know, needs to be what I'll say is very quick, very accurate, and solves the customer's problem.